sticking out his tongue and playing dead. The Germans' ridiculous act caught the Soviet soldiers' attention. They decided to mess with him. They took off his pants and peed on him. Then they used him as a mine detector. One soldier used a helmet as a test. The helmet exploded into pieces. Now it was Hans' turn. The Soviets forced him to step forward to trigger the mines. Hans had no choice but to walk forward. Luckily, he didn't step on a mine. Even though he was humiliated, Hans didn't hate them. He knew he was the invader. That night, the Soviets gathered around a bonfire. Hans saw his chance to escape. He yanked a piece of wood, tied it with rope, and threw it. It caught the chair outside. But he didn't know the Soviet officer had been watching. Just as Hans thought he could escape, the officer suddenly stood up. Hans fell to the ground, his escape plan ruined. Since Hans spoke Italian, the Soviets didn't kill him. They captured an Italian prisoner and asked Hans to help interrogate him. At first, the Italian wouldn't say a word. After some brutal punches and kicks, he finally gave in. He marked the locations of the German and Italian troops on the map. But when translating, Hans only revealed the Italian positions, not the German movements. The next day, the Soviets attacked, but the Germans were prepared. The Soviets took heavy losses. The officer still ordered the assault. As a prisoner, Hans was placed at the front of the army. Suddenly, a shell hit, and the boat was flipped into the water. Hans managed to climb ashore. He hid in the grass, planning to escape in the chaos. But then he saw German soldiers capture a female soldier. He struggled in his mind, torn between justice and his country. In the end, he shot the German soldiers dead. That was the moment he fully betrayed his country.